Hello, everybody. So, just someone asked me, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I decided to record these sessions. So, what I will do is if you cannot show up, don't worry, because then I will record and post the sessions for us. Let me just share my screen with you for what I have prepared for us. And so basically, I want to go straight to not how the calls work because we don't have to worry about that, but I want to go straight to today's topic. So first thing I would like to ask you, and if you're watching us later, is how was last week for you? So even if you're watching afterwards, please take the time to reply and write in the comments because I really want to know. So how was last week for you? Was it something that you want to share? Was it something that helped with your week? Has the journaling bit helped you? And what was your piece of self-celebration? So actually, some students contacted me, and it was really cute because one of them got a real cool pen, and the other one put her picture on her phone. So I was like, yes, girl. And some of the girls even told me about the whiskey joke. So that was really cool as well. I think the whiskey joke was after, but so I love these little things that you share with me. So please do share. And then what I want to talk to you about today is actually I want to give us a chance to do a round of gratitude. So I think I mentioned maybe in other videos that I do a morning routine. And I haven't done that yet. Sometimes it's afternoon routine. Sometimes it's even evening routine. But what really matters is that I do that more often than I don't. And the first part of this routine, which I believe is like really life-changing, is the round of gratitude. And when you're not used to that, it might be hard to do it. So I was like, why not do it together? Let's do it together. So, first thing I would like to ask you is and I'll give you examples for everything. Tell me one thing you're really grateful for regarding work. So you can either just say it aloud or you can write it down for you. You can journal. If you want to share, I'd love to hear. I'd love to read it. So first about work. So I'll give you an example. So for me, I'm really, really grateful for my teachers. They take a lot of my shoulders. They're amazing. They're amazing with these students. The students love them. I'm really grateful for my assistant. She came from heaven, really. It's amazing what she does. She's great with everybody. If you had the chance to talk to her, she's really, really sweet and she's a problem solver and she's there for everything. She's great. I'm really grateful for each and every one of you, for my students. When you come and share those things with me, I love it. When you write like under the posts, with comments, I love it. I love being able to help with something. And I like to hear like your little wins and etc. So really, really, really grateful for each and every one of you. And that's my work gratitude. It is this simple. Just think about something that you are really grateful for that you have. Sometimes we get really caught up in the things that we don't have yet. So that's a good one, which moves us on to the personal one. So, what is something maybe in your personal life you're grateful for? So, for me, it's definitely, let me think, my family. Just yesterday, I talked to my aunt, and she's doing so well, and she takes care of herself, and I think everybody can relate. When you have someone that you care about and they don't take care of themselves, it can be so hard. So I love it. I love it that she takes care of herself. I'm really grateful for. My best friend, she's getting married soon, and she's so happy about that. And she invited us, and we're gonna be at like her wedding in the Bahamas. Gonna be so cool. So yeah, really, really grateful for her and for showing me that you can do whatever you want. She's such a free spirit, and she's never afraid of changing her mind and just going with the flow. So, so grateful that I could learn all of those things from her. And yeah, family, friends, all of those fall into the personal. Um, and then I'll move to a random. For me, the random is anything that you can think of that happened either the day before, if you do that daily, or the week before, if you do that weekly, maybe. I highly recommend daily, by the way. So for me, is the girls at the course that I'm taking. So now I'm doing a course every Saturday. It's very tiring, but it will be very good. I'll share with everybody what it is. And the girls are super cool and super friendly and open. And I never feel like the odd one out, even though I kind of am. I'm definitely older than most of them. And some of them didn't even know what burlesque was. And still like and of course, especially when I wake up that early, like I'm been waking up like on Saturdays, my German is very broken, and they still understand everything I say. They talk to me, and I feel really welcome, so I have always felt like that. So this is definitely one of my random gratitudes. I've always felt very, very welcomed and supported here in Switzerland. I think that's probably one of the reasons I love it so much. I never felt like an outsider, never. And the funny thing is, now that I'm talking about it, I can just do that very quickly. Of course, it happened. I just barely remember it. Every time I touch this topic, because many people come to me and they ask like, yeah, I feel like people, I don't know, they switch languages, or I feel like a foreigner all the time, or people don't treat me the same because I'm not Swiss or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, of course I do, and I can relate to experiences like that, but I feel the opposite. I always feel so welcome. I made a Swiss friend in the first months I was here, and I have a school full of Swiss students. Everybody's freaking amazing. Like, I love it. And then if I really force myself, I can think of some experiences. Maybe sometimes, people thought I wouldn't understand what they were saying. They said mean things, or I don't know. It's hard to think. And if you think people who come from the same background and live kind of through the same things, they will probably have similar experiences, but the way we perceive them is all in here with all of those things I've been telling you about. So I don't focus on them. For me, it feels like the odd one out. So the one day in which I'm treated differently, that's the odd one, because normally everybody's super cool and super welcome, and everybody's so nice to me all the time, you know? So where your focus is, your energy goes. Your energy goes where your focus is, or something like that. But it's very true. So my random is grateful for the strangers that I just met. They're amazing. And everybody who's super nice to me. And then, of course, I couldn't end that without a self. So, what is the thing that you're grateful for about yourself? For me, I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for giving myself this moment to be here with you. I'm grateful for being open-minded and growing. I'm grateful for having this mindset and for working on my mindset a lot so that I'm always building a better life, a better person for myself, a better person for people around me. So I remember, like every little obstacle on the way, obstacle just made me a better person, and I'm talking about small things, maybe small disagreements I had once, like with a few girls, before, or a couple of weeks ago, I had a little um moment in which I felt quite disappointed about some people. And they're all moments that teaching me and preparing me to be better. And I take them as that. And I only have myself to thank for that, because if I were not working on myself, if I were not doing the work in here, I could be very bitter and just fall into this trap of like, when am I doing that? Everybody's mean, anytime we say like this kind of thing in the negative way, So I'm grateful for listening to my body and being able to find a way in which I can connect my creativity and my body, to express myself like through dance and everything. So really, really grateful for myself. So actually, whenever I'm doing a recording to a friend, I have a partner, I have a friend who listens. Um, it's whatever comes. So I don't actually follow like work, personal, random, and self. I just usually, because I do that daily, I usually think about the day before. And then I think about what I'm grateful for about that day. And that's pretty much the first step, of the morning routine that I do. There is two more steps, and maybe I'll share with you later. But just so that you know, the second one is talking about my day, but in the past. So now it's like 9:50, and what I'm doing today, I'll tell you, but in the past. So I went to Gravity Arts, my pole home, and they had this amazing Valentine's special, and I'm doing a burlesque class with my very first teacher. I'm almost emotional, because she still teaches here, and I love her to death. And I can't wait, to be in a class with her again, after, I don't know, I haven't done any lessons with her for the past 3 years or something. So really looking forward. So I had an amazing burlesque class with her, an amazing reconnection moment, followed by an amazing class with my pole sister. She's teaching like flow work, which I love. So I had an amazing flow work session, followed by an amazing afternoon playing games with my friends. So what a perfect day. So, and then the third part of the process, and actually the second is quite quick because it's really just talking about your day in the past and focusing on how you want to feel. And of course, good feelings is a vision for the future. And that one can be a bit trickier. So I'll probably have a video on that, but pretty much talking about what you want for your future. But it's all related to everything we've been speaking about this month. So I'll touch this topic. And my journaling for you is, who are the people and situations I can be grateful for today? That's a I, not a number one. I look at it, I'm like number one. And if you want to take one step further, how about writing it? How about texting that person saying, hey, I just wanted to say I'm super grateful you're in my life. It's really cool. Like, if you feel like, or situations, maybe what is something that maybe felt like an obstacle before, but you took charge and you just tell the story for you the way it suits you well and serves you. So Yeah, we're gonna also talk about it. I'll take notes of about all of those things before I forget. But that's your journaling. So thank you very much for being here with me. And I see you on the next one. I think there is something I want to change, and I'll let you know. But yeah, thank you very much for being here. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye. Have a lovely day.